Right, people. I say, I got a few minutes, you know what I'm saying, before I can get ready for this Bible study class. So I said, let me go ahead because ain't really too many people is reporting on what happened to Glorilla. I'm looking and I'm looking and ain't too many people reporting on what happened to Glorilla. What is it? It is news, and it did happen, but I don't see too many people reporting on what happened to Glorilla. Do not see it. So I said, I got a few minutes to burn. You know what I'm saying? Before I get ready for this Bible study class, I said, let me go ahead and do a little something on this gorilla. Yeah. So I said, let me go ahead and do a little something on this Glorilla because I'm looking and ain't nobody reporting on this Glorilla. I mean, you would think that would be headline news, but I did a report on it on the podcast, people. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know where the podcast is at, if you don't know where the podcast is wherever you listen to your podcast at. Whether it be iHeartRadio, type Illuminati Radio and iHeartRadio, and you'll see us come up. You'll see the podcast, Illuminati Radio Podcast. If it's Google Podcast, type Illuminati Radio in a Google Podcast search, and you'll see us come up. If it's Apple Podcast, just type Illuminati Radio in the Apple Podcast, and we'll come up. If it's Spotify, type Illuminati Radio in the Spotify, and wherever you listen to your podcast at, we are there. And we did a special piece on our daily podcast. You know what I'm saying, of Gorilla. It was the incident. We also did Gorilla. We also did Cardi B, who's being sued for messing with champagne bottles. And we also did with a Gorilla, Cardi B, and Tekashi 69. We also did a piece on Tekashi 69. You know what I'm saying? Plead guilty to what charges. You know what I'm saying? We did all that. All that's on the podcast. If you know where the podcast is at, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you get your podcast at, wherever you listen to your podcast at, whether it be Amazon podcast, you know what I'm saying? Wherever you get your podcast at, we're there. Just type Illuminati Radio in your podcast search, and we're there. Spotify, especially if you're on Spotify, make sure you hit that follow button on Spotify. We're on Spotify as well. But, you know what I'm saying? We just did a podcast on that. I just said, I got a couple of minutes to spare, so let me go ahead and do a little piece on Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? And a little breakdown, see, let you guys know what's going on with Gorilla, a little breakdown. As you guys tune in over here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, people. Hit that subscribe button. If you're new to this channel, tap on that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Here you're going to get the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and as well as Bible study classes. As you know, Bible study classes tonight at 8 o'clock. We hope to see you there. Tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we got live Bible study class. Don't want to miss out on that. Make sure you guys tap on them like buttons, people. Get us in them algorithms. Tap on them like buttons as well. Also, we got a 24-hour prayer line number. We got prayer line, counsel line, advice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Helpline is right there available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That prayer line number is 310-365-6816. That's 310-365-6816. Now let me go ahead and tell you about Gorilla. Today's the 25th, right? Isn't today the day of the Glow Fest? Glow Fest is like it's like a venue. It's like a festival. It's like a music venue that is held. Well, it started. I think it started what, in April. But so I think this is the first year of Glow Fest. Which, when I looked at what is Glow Fest, it's a music festival that's held in, I believe it's Memphis, and it's celebrating the birthday of Yo Gotti. Pay attention, because all this lines up with why Glorilla was arrested with pounds and pounds of marijuana in her damn main master bedroom closet. So, Glowfest is a festival that's held, well, starting this year, because this is the first year of the Glowfest. It's held in Memphis, and what I read about Glowfest is it's celebrating the birthday of Yo Gotti. Not only is it celebrating the birthday of Yo Gotti, Glorilla's birthday is on the 28th of this month. So let's see. The 20 is 25 now. 26th is Saturday. 27th is Sunday. So 28th is Monday. So she gets arrested. She turns herself in on Monday. She turns herself in on Monday. Your house got raided. They found all the weed and stuff like that in the house. She turns herself in on how do you turn yourself in? I don't understand that one, because if your house was raided and they found all of this marijuana in your master bedroom closet. I've been in a lot of police raids in my day. And when the police raid a house and there's drugs found in that house, the owner of the house or the leaseholder of the house got to go down for the product. You getting arrested right there on the spot. How is she? Cause she got arrested on the 22nd, I think it was. No, the 22nd. No, she got arrested on the 19th. The 19th was last Saturday. Last Saturday she got arrested. And remember, 19 is sun worship. 19 is sun worship, people. It represents the worship of the sun. So she got arrested on, no, her house got raided on the 19th. That was last Saturday. When they found his weed in her house, I don't understand why they didn't arrest her right then and there. That's really unheard of to me, because usually, because like I said, I've been in police raids in my day, and all the police raids I've been in my day, if they find drugs in the house that they raid, the owner of the house or the leaseholder of the house got to go down for them drugs, unless somebody, you know what I'm saying, accounted for. Hold on for a minute. Hello? 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 Unless somebody accounted unless somebody owned up to the weed. But then if somebody owned up to the weed, then why did she turn herself in that following Monday? See, that's not making sense to me right there. It's really not. Because the police raided her house on Saturday, the 19th. They found the marijuana on the 19th. So they took the marijuana and did not arrest nobody in the house for it? I'm not understanding this. Unless they raided the house and Glorilla was not there, or nobody was there when they raided the house, and that could be what it is. That could be what it is. That's the only thing that makes sense. If they raided the house, nobody was there, and they found all of these bundles and bundles of marijuana in the house. And being that the house is registered to her, you know what I'm saying, she had a warrant out and she turned herself in that following Monday. Now that would make sense. Other than that, nothing else makes sense. So that would make sense. So I'm going to go with that one. Okay, so they raided that. Wait a minute, but then it don't make sense. Because oh baby, she wasn't there. That's right, she wasn't there, because I was reading the report, and I guess she had a video camera and she seen people in her house, because it was a burglary, right? So she did see people in the house, and she probably called the police because she seen there was a break-in in her house. So she did this remotely. Okay, so this probably makes sense. She did it remotely. The police showed up at the house, but it's still not making sense, because who opened the door? Who opened it? It's not making sense, people. It's really not. And that's why I said this whole thing is a ritual, because it's really not making sense. You know what I'm saying? You get locked up. I mean, the police is called last Saturday, because there was a break-in. You seen somebody stealing things out your house. You call the police. Did you call the police remotely, or was you at home? I'm not sure, because the report didn't say that. So, and the police smelled marijuana in the house. So the police conduct a raid in the house. I'm not making sense of this, because in order for the police to conduct a raid, they would have to go to a judge and get a warrant. And that can take 24 hours. See, it's a lot of things not making sense here. Is it really a lot of things not making sense here, people. A lot of things not making sense, but this news article is probably just put in the media just as a backdrop to Gorilla, and a decree to Gorilla that, you know what I'm saying, she don't get right, or her whole world is gonna come crashing down before her. If she don't come up with a blood sacrifice, her whole world is gonna come crashing, because it's not making sense. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you brothers and sisters who've been in police raids before, you know what I'm saying, knows that if the police raid a house and you're there and they find marijuana in the house, somebody's getting locked up there right then and there. Not only that, if the police is called to the house for one incident and then they smell marijuana, well, before they can raid the house, they got to get a warrant, or that case, by law, that case is immediately thrown out. That whole, I don't care if they find bricks and bricks of cocaine. if they raid the house without the proper warrant, that case can immediately get thrown out. So a lot of things are not making sense here, people. It's really not. It's really not. And that's probably why a lot of news media outlets is not really reporting on it, because they can't see, because they don't know about how celebrities have to go through rituals. Now, I'm not going to go with the marijuana thing, because the marijuana thing is not really making sense to me. So I'm not going to go with the marijuana thing. I'm going to go with the premise, or the image that they putting out in the media to label Glorilla as a marijuana distributor, because the amount of marijuana they said that she was caught with, that's not personal use. That's manufacturer. That's distribution use. So we know distribution of a controlled substance, that's federal. That's a lot of time. That's more time than you get with having a damn joint. Distribution. Pounds and pounds of marijuana. That's distribution. That can, if it can, it can go federal, because it's pounds and pounds and it's distribution. So this is the image that they're putting out in front of the media. So now this is what everybody sees. Glorilla arrested, you know what I'm saying? They found pounds and pounds of marijuana in a Forsyth home, in to remind you, in a state that if you Google Forsyth County, sundown town, you can Google that. Forsyth County, sundown town. And you don't have to take my word for it. Look at what comes up. You'll see Forsyth County is the #1 county in Georgia to be RACIST. So that's where she decides to get a house at, in Forsyth County, in the sundown town. So it's all these pounds of marijuana, which can go federal, which can give her a lot of time. Now, they said they raided the house on the 19th. 19 represents sun worship. She turned herself in on Monday, which is called, Monday is named after the moon. The Babylonian, see, these days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, these are Babylonian names. We were never to call days by these names. We were to call days by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see? So, with all that being said, so her home was raided on the 19th, which represents the sun, which represents Nimrod. She turned herself in on the moon day, which represents Semiramis. The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. So her house was raided on the 19th. That's the sun worship day. You know what I'm saying? That number 19 is sun worship. You know what I'm saying? 19, the sun represents Nimrod. You know what I'm saying? She turned herself in on the moon day. Moon is feminine. Moon is Semiramis. So, with all that being said, she also bonded herself out on the same moon day. So, how much did she bond herself out with? $22,260. 22 is a Master Mason's Master Builder's number. It means to build. You know what I'm saying? It means to build. So she bonded herself out at $22,260. 26 represents God. That's why we got 26 letters in this alphabet, because this alphabet was created by a Roman, and their God is 26. So 22 a bond, 22 to build, 26 God. What day did she turn herself in, and what day was she released on? The 22nd. I think it was the 22nd. I think she turned herself in on Monday and she was released on Tuesday, something like that. And the 21st, let me see. Yeah, the 21st was Monday. The 22nd was Tuesday. So 2222. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is building their career off of Glorilla, people. Who is it? Who's building their career off of Glorilla, people? Who's building their career off of Glorilla? Let's see. What is Glowfest? What's Glowfest? And when is Glowfest? The 25th. That's today. What is Glowfest represented by? It's the celebration of Yo Gotti's birthday. Glowfest is named after Glorilla, but it's the celebration of Yo Gotti's birthday. So put one and one together, and who's sacrificing Glorilla? Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti. Now Glorilla is stuck in between a rock and a hard place because her birthday is on the 28th of this month. And if she don't come up with a blood sacrifice, her career will be upside down. And that's how it works, people. That's how it works. Now, I don't know why them other news reporters ain't reporting on this. So I guess I'm going to have to start doing these reports on the T-Talk and right over here on ISBC. So from now on, people, when you see things happening in the news, we're going to be doing a little 20-minute, 10-minute news briefs. Breaking the thing down. Just as easy as that. Now, Bible study class is tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, people. Tune in to Bible study class. That's tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on ISBC Truth. Tonight's class title is Israelites have committed evil against the Most High. Israelites have committed evil against the Most High. That's the title of tonight's class lesson, people. You want to tune into that? Make sure you guys tap on the, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, people. Tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells. Hit them like buttons, people. Get us in them algorithms. Get us in them algorithms. Hit them like buttons, people. Turn on your notification bells. We got the prayer line number. The prayer line number is 310. The 24-hour prayer line number. 310-365-6816. That's 310-365-6816. You want to get into the prayer line, you know what I'm saying, Bible study class? Well, you got to request the telephone number, but I don't think you got to be in a group to get that telephone number. You got to be in a group. Anyway, let's go wrap this up. I got to get prepared for the Bible study class tonight. Let's see what else. Oh, there's no 24-hour gospel station tonight. You know what I'm saying? We takes a break on the weekend. Gonna take a break. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start taking a break on the weekend for the 24-hour gospel station and the Tea Talk. Tea Talk and gospel and the 24-hour gospel station is we take a break, or we're gonna take a break on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We barely get enough sleep after this. We gotta get some rest. You know what I'm saying? All right, people. Yeah. So that's gonna wrap that up, and we will see you guys tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time.